Thank you. Good morning. Um, we are a slightly different type of company. I'll explain to you how it connects to the green here. But what we have looked at is in the information economy, where is energy being spent? And you can look around and see data centers being built all around you. So we started the company 4 years ago. The name Virident, we came up with the name to imply that it's an ingredient in green. Viridus in Latin means green. So, but we look at it in a different way. We are some really core technology here to look at what happens in data centers, what their efficiency metrics are, and how we can improve them dramatically. I won't get into all the technical details here, but what we do here is really, if you look at a standard smartphone here, they have embedded in it flash memories. And you guys know about the iPod and the iPhones and all of this with flash memory in them. We utilize those flash memories to build storage equipment for the enterprise world. We have built it with both types of flash memories in there. You see one of those sticks on the right. It's a memory DIMM. It sits into servers, dramatically condenses the server count and the energy consumption of these servers. What we now ship is our second generation product. We call that Tachyon. It's a very dense drive that packs a lot of compute power and horsepower into it to condense all these data centers into small footprint. We are gone through 2 rounds of funding. Last round was done by Sequoia Capital, a little under $40 million in the company so far. Okay. So why is this important, right? Data centers have a very tough challenge. You guys have seen, Google has released its netbooks these days. Everything is going to happen in the cloud. These are going to be the next generation of workhorses. And you look through this, there's a dramatic pressure to scale them, reduce their cost, keep them cool, and do more with less. And that's really what we are trying to achieve here. This is the data from McKinsey. These guys have studied what happens to data centers, especially today. 2 to 3% of the grid goes into powering these data centers in the information economy going forward. And you'll see that the count of IT equipment is tripling in the next 10 years in these data centers, while the power consumption is going out of control. And people are trying to come up with all kinds of techniques, but the core issue here is the efficiency of these equipment is dramatically low. So this is some metrics around this, right? You see that at the top, an average data center runs at 1.8% efficiency today, okay? And that could be broken down. We have analyzed it in many different ways, but the core of the issue is at the bottom. You buy these servers, you buy this storage, and you operate them at between 20 to 25% efficiencies today. And then you combine that with what happens in the power supply and how we deliver power into these data centers, it becomes woefully inadequate. But what we are focusing on in our company is improving that leaf. How do we really improve the efficiencies of these equipment going forward, right? And typically, utilizations of these are extremely low. In a data center like Google, it's an average of 12% efficiency in these servers. And the other important part is life is about data. Life is about digital data these days. So nobody deletes them. We keep them. We process them in the cloud. And these are still stored on hard drives. And these are woefully slow compared to what happens in modern processors today. So that's the chart on the right there. Just one number for you to remember. It takes 18,000 hard drives to keep one server busy today. That's the server that will come out next year. So what companies are doing is storing this data in these massive racks, trying to feed them into these thin pipes that go into servers and stack and rack these servers up to the roof. So what do? We take the flash memory that goes in these smartphones, and we build enterprise storage. That's a picture of our card. Okay? One of these cards is equivalent of thousands of hard drives in its performance, in its capacity, and its capability to get into these data centers, right? We provide the same level of reliability. We provide the same cost structure benefits that people are expecting over time. and it's 1/100th the power consumed by a standard hard drive. So put all this together, we are kind of a unique company. We're looking at this in a different way. Thank you. And we'll be around. I want to thank Ty for at least giving us a, what is our first year here, and hope to come back here in future. Thank you.